My name is Albert Mitchell. I'm a technical marketing engineer in Cisco's Industrial Networking Product Group. And I'm here in Building 10 at the Customer Experience Center on our Ethernet switching demonstration pod. Cisco has a wide variety of industrial Ethernet products available for your various networking needs for your industries where you need industrialized products. We have 19-inch rack mount, DIN rail mount, and even some really ruggedized products, which I'm going to get to in a second. I'm going to start with our 19-inch rack mount products. This is our newest product that we have available. This is the IE9320. It's 24+4 all fiber interfaces. And when you come into the CXC, you take a look, we have a plastic cover on this, and we want to show off our mechanical engineering here. So because all of our products are fanless, cooling the product is a concern. And so we have some really good engineering that goes on in this, and we're showing it off. With the plastic on here, you can see all the copper light pipes and the venting that we're doing to get the heat off of the board, so the switch can operate for long periods of time with really high MTBF values over a long range of temperatures from as low as -40 all the way up to 60 degrees C, and even higher depending upon the sealed enclosure. And these particular products are really designed for what we call the substation automation, where they're making the transition to SFPs. But they work in a lot of other varieties as well, verticals. We see them being deployed in roadways, for instance, as well as manufacturing and other environments. So this is the 9320, this is our newest one. We also have these other 19-inch rack mount products which have a combination of copper and fiber. So if you need copper on a 19-inch rack mount in a fanless orientation or PoE, these are the products that support it. So this is the 4010 and the IE5000, so we have a different variety of them. We also have, switching over to DIN rail mount, we also have the industrial Ethernet products in these little boxes, what we call DIN rail mount. And we call them DIN rail if you haven't seen one before, because these mount in an enclosure where there's a rail running along the back, and these products click on just like that. And so they can be mounted in an enclosure on a rail. This particular product here is the IE3400. This particular product runs Cisco's TrustSec, as well as hosting CyberVision and supporting high-speed, highly available networking technologies such as HSR and/or PRP. This product is expandable, so this comes with the 2 uplinks plus 8 downlink copper interfaces, but you can expand that to 8 or 16 more ports. So this can grow all the way up to as high as 26 ports, and these are 2 examples of our expansion modules, and they can go either copper or fiber. And here's an example of another product, DIN rail product, with the 16-port expansion already attached, and you can sort of see the DIN rail products there. So this just clips right onto the enclosure, the DIN rail in the enclosure, just like that. Moving over to the other side, we have this odd-looking thing. If you haven't seen one of these before, and it can be a little weird the very first time, this is an IE3400H, and the H stands for heavy duty, but sometimes we refer to it as IP67, and we're not talking about internet protocol, we're talking about ingress protection for dust and water. So this will continue to operate in as low as like 1 foot of water, completely submerged. And it's also very dusty. So we sell this to manufacturers who are doing a lot of water, like bottling, for instance, or if you're painting your product, you might find this in your paint department, but also a lot in mines. Oftentimes when we see these pictures of customers who have deployed these in mines, they come back and they're just completely brown. But the product's been operating for years. And so the Ethernet interfaces are not those RJ45 interfaces that you would look like. They actually screw on with these little screw-on caps. So they get these special cables, Xcode or decode cables, and you screw them in, and that's how we get the waterproof and dustproof. This is the 3400H. It actually is running the same technology as this particular product here. They're just in different form factors. So this also supports CyberVision, supports PRP, HSR, TrustSec, just like the 3400 does here. We also support and sell or provide our intellectual property in these PCBs. So these PCBs are actually the same technology as you'll find here, just in a different form factor, and we make them available for our partners who have special built needs that don't fit into the form factors that we already provide. And so we see this oftentimes in aerospace or even in military operations where our partners will special build an Ethernet switch using that. So in closing, this represents a subset of the products that we have. We have a wider variety of products available to us in the wider Ethernet switching portfolio and across different price ranges and capabilities. But we're pretty proud of this, and we're doing a really good job and gaining market share every day. Thanks for watching all the way to the end.